drink till I'm drunk.
Fellas, head on down to New Generation Barber Shop, right off of 2600 McFarland Boulevard East, Suite C. Go ahead and get you a fly cut from my boy Fred Brown. You can hit him up at 205-292-4995. Also Sam Brown at 205-722-8506. And how can I forget about my boy Amp the Barber? Hit him up at 205-561-7473. Check him out, y'all.
Pick, I might as well hell. Drop the top and take a selfie, Marco.
You shopping at a goddamn number 2 pencil.
Head on down to Archibald and Woodrow, some of the best barbecue in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, y'all. Right off of 4125 Greensboro Avenue, Tuscaloosa, Alabama 35405. You can hit them up at 205-331-4858. Also, you can find them at their other location, 1211 Martin Luther King Boulevard, Northport, Alabama 35476, 205-345-6861.
Tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama.
Can I get a sound check? 1, 2. For my folk up in the sound booth. Hey, can I get a sound check? 1, 2. For my folk up in the sound booth. Rock on. This is the sound booth. Yes, we all around you in the land of titles where we known the rock hounds tooth and the talent surrounds you. I know it confounds you that these country bumpkin folks can straight up astound you. This is the place where we speak our mind and smoke in my lungs. And I die if I hold it in, I can't hold my tongue. I'm bringing all I got, I ain't holding nothing back. That's why I'm the goat at this when it come to making tracks, making bangers in the factory without even trying. And my city reveres me, so tell me where I'm lying. If it's Peasy endorsed in this platinum, of course, been dominating the charts and BDS reports. Now paving the way for my sound booth fam. Cause yes, they the best, cause they rockin' with Sam. And yes, they the best, cause they rockin' with us. And I don't endorse no other station, so I guess you out of luck. Can I get a sound check? 1, 2. For my folk up in the sound booth, huh? Can I get a sound check? 1, 2. For my folk up in the sound booth, come on. Now let me get a sound check. 1, 2. For my folk up in the sound booth, yeah. Hey, can I get a sound check? 1, 2. For my folk up in the sound booth, rock on. Come on, I said.
What's going on, everybody? Yours truly, Big Mike, talking to you. It is Sunday night. Y'all know what that means. It's time for About Other Sexes. And, of course, we're joining you tonight in the state of state of Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Alabama to be exact. Roll Tide. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Roll Tide.
Roll got done tide.
Right.
For those of y'all who were concerned that we weren't going to pull out this SEC championship, well, we did, and we did it in convincing fashion. So that's all we're going to say about that. Also, because we are a second-time winner, I just want to go over here and put this time. We also beat the number 3 basketball school in the nation in Gonzaga last night, too. So yesterday was a very good day for the state of Alabama, for the Crimson Tide. Also, it was good for us right here on the Battle of Sexes because, you know, we had our little Christmas get-together last night, and we had a real good time. Now, I'm going to go ahead on and introduce everybody who's sitting here on the panel tonight for About Other Sexes. Of course, y'all know a lot of our people out here. Of course, we got Lady T, Ian, sitting here with us tonight. Hey, Miss Lady T, how you doing?
I'm good. How's everyone tonight?
Hey, Tasha.
Of course, we got Sweet Tea also, so we're going to get the teas out the way. Sweet Tea on with us.
What's up?
Weeks. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm glad to be back in the land of the living.
I hear that.
How y'all doing?
Hey, we doing good. We're doing good. Of course, you know, we got the ever so talented, magnificent Miss Mac rolling with us tonight. How you doing, Miss Mac?
Hello. Hola.
You know, so that's the poet, y'all. Y'all better recognize.
What?
y'all better understand that in a minute she finna have a book of poetry coming out, so y'all need to be checking out for that. So y'all can go ahead on and get your get your poems in. Of course, we got the lady that worked all the time. Like I'm surprised. Like she worked all the time. She's working right now. Miss Peg, how you doing?
I'm good. Hey everyone, good to be on here with y'all tonight.
All right, Peg.
All the money. And then she
I
gonna let
love
me
Lucy.
like can I borrow a couple of dollars? So and of course, we got my homeboy, man, Migo around here. What's going on, Stan G?
Roll Tide, and Roll Tide. And that's all I'm going to say.
My brother. We can dig it all the time. All the time we can dig it. Can you feel me? We want to wish one of our other ladies a very speedy recovery. She was not feeling good. She got a little bit wild. Miss Cassandra, we hope you feel better, and we're gonna miss you tonight. Here.
Goddamn Parmesan wings. I told y'all.
It's good. It wasn't the wings. In fact, Mike enjoyed it. Did he let you know?
They gonna make sure they brought that
Say it
up.
ain't sold, man. Say it ain't sold.
But you know what?
Yes.
Wings, and I couldn't eat
Yes.
the whole entire thing. I ate the wings. I did. I did. But you know what I'm
But
saying?
what?
I
I'm
couldn't see
dead.
them. Couldn't see them. Couldn't see them.
But you tasted.
They bamboozled you. They snuck them in front of your face. I know. Hey,
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Uh-oh. Mike muted.
I'll be honest with you. They look good. Hey, we got Tank in the back also. So what's going on?
up?
What's going on, brother?
What it is? What's going
Hey,
on?
I hope you doing all right, because I know you did a big old party last evening and you had a crunk up in there.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? So once again, roll tide to everybody.
No doubt.
No
doubt.
Hey, and Mello gonna let me know. I mean, speaking of Mello, DJ Mello, who is the producer of this show. Oh, okay. What's going on, Buck Dollar?
Hey, what's happening, Kinfo? Hey, Mac, don't worry, baby. I got you. I'm your secret Santa.
We figured that out last night. We narrowed it down.
I apologize. Santa had some other gifts.
No. I understand. You were busy.
My ass is still running around now trying to do something for my other daughter, y'all. But I'm in and out. So if y'all see me drop off, just know I'm doing daddy duties, and I'll be right back on.
I held it down for the fellas last night. I held it down for the fellas. Real quick, I want to say for our producer, what I think our battle section is produced by DJ Mello, and also want to check his cooking exploits. He got the bread cakes on deck. If y'all want to get y'all some of these for the Christmas holiday, then holler at your He got
an echo, cuz.
Okay, how about now?
You're winning.
So
there you go.
I want to make sure that y'all get y'all some of them good old cakes. Mello, do you make more than one
Hey y'all, I'm gonna try to log out and log back in. My internet is garbage right now, so Mello, watch out for me. Let me in.
All right, he got you. He also does pound cakes. That if y'all don't want the red velvet cake, he got the pound cake for you. So, so he got the two cakes on deck now. If y'all want to get something for the holidays coming up, we get up with DJ.
Wait, Mello make cakes too?
Yeah, DJ Mello trying to get all the money too. He just like Peg, try to make all the money.
By the time that little son of a bitch 35, he gonna be a millionaire.
Preparation.
Hey, I hope he don't forget me when he get there either. You know what I'm saying? Just don't forget about me.
They just like somebody black.
Right.
Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we'll be right there beside him, but just don't forget me if I ain't there with you. That's all I'm saying. Uh of course. Like I said, man, we are here doing Battle of the Sexes. Of course, this is the second night we're doing it on a Sunday because we changed the date because it's a little bit better for most other people. I put up a question earlier today, and I was real late about putting it up. I apologize for that, but and of course, if y'all have anything else y'all want to talk about, we can. But I kind of was listening to another person, and they brought up this question, and that was, are there certain, I guess, how would I say this? Is there certain things that you just teach your son as opposed to your daughter, and vice versa? And when do you decide whether or not to cross them lines? I'll give you a prime example. I know when I was coming up, I was always taught that I was supposed to take care of everything on the outside of the house. As far as cutting grass and shrubs and everything like that. If something broke in the house, we were supposed to be the one that fixed it. And on the flip side, my sisters, they were supposed to cook and clean the house. Well, at some point, it got to be kind of the lines got crossed because I wound up doing a lot of the cooking, but I also wound up going outside doing all the yard work and taking with cars and nailing nails and so forth and so on. And my sister did neither one of my sisters did neither one of them. So I was interested in knowing what do you guys think about that. We kind of spoke on it a little bit last night, and most of the women was like, "Hey, I didn't cut grass," but I like to get y'all take on that. And, would y'all like if you had a son, would you allow him to be in the kitchen cooking, or do you feel like that that's just like a woman's thing, and he should know the bare minimum about the kitchen? I
See,
kind of
Mellow cooking cakes.
exactly a mellow cooking cake. That's right. So I would like to start off with I want to start off with you, Peg, because um, I'm interested in knowing what you think about
Um, when I have children, I think that they should equally know the same. Like I feel like the man should, the little boy or whomever, whatever, should know how to take care inside and outside the home as well as the girl. That's just my opinion because who's to say that my Lord willing, hope not, but who's to say my child will be straight? To be honest, like in this day and age, homosexuality is rampant, and you don't know if and when it's gonna happen. So I can't say to my son, I can't say to my son that he don't need to know both just because he with another man, or vice versa with my girl. Why you took a
it.
Stanley G?
Do you think that like if you got a son and you allow him to do things like sewing or cooking and and stuff like that, that it might steer him more toward
Hell, I
being
don't sew. I ain't finna say he can sew because I can't sew. I'm just saying I'm not gonna live with my children. Period. I
okay.
don't think a child should. I don't think any child should be solely designated in life to say you're solely supposed to do this going over you. Because me personally, I grew up single mom, and I am very dominant, and I've always been dominant in all my relationships. Like I've always been. I ain't been just the lady. I'm the one that runs it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
okay,
I
I got
can't say that I will raise my children the opposite of me. Like be dominant. Period.
you. Okay, okay. Stan J, I heard you get a little something
Yeah,
to
with the
chuckle
little
in.
kick, the little clack clack clack, are you doing back there? What you for?
Look, chuckling.
I just wouldn't expect you to go the whole gay straight route. That just got away with me right there.
Mm.
Because I mean, I just don't think about that. But now I will say this: in this day and age, you in the quote unquote Me Too movement, it's hard to be old school, like the man's supposed to do all the outside work and the woman's supposed to do all the inside work. It's kind of hard to keep that dynamic when you're trying to talk to especially girls about being fair and about all things being equal and all of that bullshit. Because all things not equal. Because I don't give a damn. Just because you can go out there and cut the grass, if you had a man, you best damn believe that's just how it is.
I tend to agree with you on that one, Stan. I really truly do. But I'm gonna reserve that until the end.
Okay. But now I will say this: there is nothing, and I'll say this: if I were not as lazy as I was, I could cook. Like I do know how to cook. Like so, I believe that you should know enough to keep yourself self sufficient. Like you shouldn't need nobody to do nothing. Like you ought to be able to handle yourself. You ought to be self sufficient in what you do, boy or girl.
Okay. Lady T, let me go ahead and ask you that question.
I don't think there's anything wrong with knowing, on either side, but I don't believe in if there's a man at the house. Now, I'm not gonna go cut the grass as a grown ass man in the house. No. Um, I just think you
Exactly.
should be able. For instance, even a guy, when you're single, if you got your own place, I think if you don't choose to hire anybody to do it, I think even a guy should know how to cook, know the basics or whatever, because there are plenty like chefs or whatever. I don't think it has anything to do with changing your sexuality per se, or just because you do things that a woman does that shouldn't influence and vice versa. But I do think you should have a level of independence to be able to do. Because I grew up, of course, I cut grass or whatever, but I grew up, it's all girls in the house. But at the same time, I do know women that don't cook. I have worked with women that, I'm taking my kids to my mama house, and I thought that odd. But I was raised to actually cook, but just wasn't too pretty to get my nails dirty. I grew up, in the country. I went to the field sometimes, that sort of thing. But I can even tell the difference, if food is fresh or if it's, as my mother said, with tomatoes and stuff. But I don't think there's anything wrong with both sexes knowing how to do things. But I don't think one should take advantage of the other. Just like if it's a guy in the house, I think there are things that you just should do as a man and as a woman. So, but I don't think that you're gonna he's a punk if he knows how to cook. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with a man cooking, or I don't think if it's a woman, oh, she must be hard, she cutting grass. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with knowing that, or even knowing how to check your oil, stuff like that. I don't think, I'm not saying I change it, but
Yeah. Now I'll say this. I will say this. Like stuff like that. Like you right. Like I taught my daughter, like how to check her oil. Like it's certain. I
right,
know how if something happens, you need to know how to change the tire. You can't be out there looking pretty and your ass stranded somewhere. I need you to know how to change the basic shit.
right.
Mhm. Okay.
I can't believe I'm agree. I don't like this. I got to find something to disagree with y'all about because I don't like this.
Um, um, Hank, what you think?
Well, as a person that got a son and a daughter, yeah, you teach everybody the same. You got to know how to cook. If you got a daughter, well, like I said, I got a daughter. She know how to drive now, but yeah, changing the oil, your basic everything to be self sufficient. Because you're not guaranteed to have nobody. Anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So if you by yourself, you need to know how to cook. You need to know how to do basic car stuff. Now, I don't know how to change no fucking transmission, but I know how to check my oil. Change the oil I can do, but no, I don't change my oil. But that's not an emergency. But changing the tire, that's an emergency. Yeah, you need to know how to change the tire.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, you need to know basically. Is there something wrong with my battery? Is it something? This seems like an alternator problem, or I do have a flat, and that should be for men and women. Like Max said, if you're a dude, like I seen an argument the other day about these kitchen sets. Like she said,
I
what's wrong
saw
with a
that.
kitchen
I
set
saw
for?
that.
Why are people so up in arms about little boys having kitchen sets when you know more male shelves than you do female shelves? It makes no sense.
It's actually where this is coming from. To be honest with you, Tank, that
You know
particular.
more. You know more male shelves than female shelves. Although they are female shelves, but yes, you should know how to cook. You should know how to do everything for yourself. Everything that you know that you can.
Okay, I
When my
appreciate
daughter
that.
get 18, like my son got a pistol. When my daughter get pistol protection. Basic hand to hand. She got sisters and brothers, so she got the basic hand to hand fight. But you got to get protection.
Right.
You got to know how to fight when you got sisters. Well, so okay, Lady T, I want to ask you, and then we're gonna go to Buck after Lady T. Lady T, what you think?
I don't think there's anything wrong with teaching your sons how to cook. Because actually, I think a man that knows how to cook, that's sexy.
That's how I got it, y'all. But anyway, go ahead.
That's almost like foreplay. You see a man in the kitchen cooking you a meal or whatever, and you're tired and you don't feel like doing it, and he get in the kitchen and cook. I mean, yeah. So it is good for boys to know how to cook if they have a wife or a lady, or if not, they know how to cook for yourself because you got to eat.
Right.
So
every day.
Cook for yourself.
Right.
You got to eat every day. So yeah.
As far as girls knowing how to cut grass, and there's nothing wrong with that either. Because I used to cut grass, when I was growing up. I grew up in the country just like Mac did. So now my stepdad, he would cut the majority of the grass because we lived on a large property. But sometimes I just like to get out there and cut the front yard just to be doing something. So, he would let me do it. But most of the time, he would cut all the grass. I would clip hedges, all that stuff. He taught me how to check my oil and, check tire pressure and all those stuff like that. So,
right.
Good, just good for a woman to know little stuff like that and how to do it on her own.
Okay. Hey, Buck, what you think about it, brother?
He'll be back.
He made it back.
Yeah, that must be one of the times he's out. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Has Lady T made it back? I mean, Sweet T made it back yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, now I went. Not the one thing that I hear that everybody is basically saying the same thing in the aspect of the topic is that everybody needs to learn how to do the same thing. But now, when we start getting into the dynamics of it all,
Sweet Tea backstage.
I think she's back on. Look like she's back
on. DJ Mello, we got some people backstage, man.
No, she on.
Okay, I'm on now. Tank, you just said I went on, man. You man, my own G said. Oh,
what happened?
Tank, I'm over here saying, yes, I am on. I'm on backstage. Tank said, nah, she ain't on yet.
No, I was saying, I thought I was saying you weren't on backstage. I don't know. I mean, I got confused.
Okay, well, Sweet Tea, what you think about it?
I just heard half of it when Lady T. I heard the end, I think, when she was talking about women knowing how to like do certain things that I guess we can think that a man should always do, like as far as lawnmower in the yard and cutting the grass and all of that. But I'm one of those. My dream is to buy me a riding lawnmower. I want to actually ride on it and cut my own grass. So I'm from the country, so like I didn't cut my grass before, so it don't.
It wasn't just about the question is basically how do you feel like about the roles that we put on our kids? Like you have little boys and they supposed to take care of everything on the outside of the house, like doing the grass or the working on cars or anything that's breaking in the house. They supposed to fix on it. The little girls, they're supposed to be doing the stuff that's inside the house, like cooking
Right.
and stuff like that. So what do you think about that? What do you how do you feel about that?
I don't see gender. I think everybody should learn how to do something for themselves.
Right.
We always say that, the boy's supposed to know how to do this and the girl's supposed to know. Like, I believe a boy's supposed to, like, he should learn how to cook. What if he don't find the woman that know how to do that? He know how to do that. And it's vice versa with the, girls. I don't see gender. I think everybody should know how or learn how to do stuff on them for themselves. But it depends
Okay.
on the parents too.
Hey, can I ask y'all this question? It's
Yeah.
kind of a offshoot of this. Do you teach
Okay.
your boys and girls, just say your boys and your girls, do you teach them to cook for the same reason? Because you
Yes.
typically teach daughters how to cook, yeah, to take care of herself, but she gonna need to know how to cook if she plan on getting married, group. So do you teach the girls more about cooking than you do the boys?
No. Because
No, I think
Stan,
it should be the
No,
same.
the,
no,
because Stan, the reality is more people not married than are married. Think about that. There's more single people. That's just what it
No,
is.
that's true.
So
That's true.
it's
That's
a good chance you're gonna cook for yourself. You got to learn to cook for yourself.
right.
You
okay. Well,
have
that's
to.
true. Okay.
But I think what's
Think
sad,
about it.
like sometimes when you were little, you get in that kitchen with your mom or your grandmother, and they showing you all the recipes and stuff like that. As opposed to the son, they might show them how to fry some chicken, or do like really basic stuff. Oh, we gonna show you how to make some spaghetti, or this hey, this
I
how
look
you
I,
put steak on the stove or something like
to,
that. But they don't really get into the recipes like they do with the
I,
with the little girl. And I think that's what
I,
the thing trying to
I,
say.
and I, the reason I disagree with that is take my mom for example. She had two boys. She don't have no daughter. She liked to cook, and mom liked to cook more than me. So he gonna learn the recipe because he like to cook. So he know how to cook, more than just
And
your
that's
basic stuff
good.
because he like to cook. Yeah, she
Mhm.
ain't got no daughter,
That's
so
good. That's good.
mom got it. Me, he could cook better than me. I'm a basic cook.
But at least you know how to cook though.
But see
Like you
I,
that's
know how to get in there, cook yourself something,
well, and then
just
and then and,
It's
and
not
then
about
I won't even say I'll say past basic because shit, I didn't work in restaurants, so I definitely know how to cook. You think about that: burgers, steaks, wing, chicken, fish.
You're right.
I might can't cook no, I can open up a can of vegetables and do veggies when I have to, but you know, as far as the recipes, mom got that from my mom more than me.
Mhm.
You know, it
and
wasn't no. That's what
I
it
can
was.
see where you coming from because like, in my dynamic, like I was the only boy, and I had sisters, and I got two sisters right now who you had them to cook, man. They gonna be like, you got me messed up. You know what I'm saying? But I used to actually like being in the kitchen, learn how to cook. I just like kicking it with my grandmama. She showed me a whole
Right.
stuff up in there. And anybody who knows me right now, knows that even though I can't cook as good as I once could, I still like getting on the grill, and that's year round. That was a thing that when I was looking at this article, they were talking about the little boys. I heard a couple of guys get on there say they would buy they'll buy their little boys grill set, but not a cooking set because grilling is more manly than cooking. And that kind of threw me for a loop. Now, don't get me wrong, I love grilling, but I think cooking in general is cooking.
It is.
I was one of the ones that stayed in the kitchen with my mama and my grandma.
Mhm.
So,
Okay,
but
see, like, damn all y'all and all y'all having all y'all goddamn siblings. It was just me. So it was like, okay,
Yeah.
you gonna go out there and cut the grass, or you gonna sit in here under the stove? And so I mean, shit, I'd rather be outside. I'm just saying, that's just how it is. Now I know how to cook a little bit of chicken. You know what I'm saying? Because that's
Yeah.
that's what you do. I can fry a little couple things here and there. But you know, like
Yeah.
I'm you know, and then like Tank said, you know, between the different restaurants I done worked in, I might be able to do a little something, you know,
You can
might
cook.
be able to
If
throw
you
a
can
little
work in
something
any,
together.
if you done worked in a fast food or a restaurant, oh, you can cook
Yeah, you
better than you
know,
probably think.
but yeah, but not like nah, yeah, you just
And
but
stand
nah,
on
I just
shrimp now. I mean, fish, because he used to work at Captain D. So
Captain D
everybody-
coming.
hey, give me. I'm sorry.
But I do think this generation is so caught up in going out to eat now that they don't
It's so easy though. It's so
they
easy.
don't really be in the kitchen like we would be. That it's
Right.
quick. We gonna go out to eat. You know, they're not
Girl,
because
we
some
be ready to cook. We be like, who
girl.
finna get something to eat? I'm cooking.
it's cheaper to cook for yourself. However,
Right.
most of these
It's really not. It's really not. It's really not. If you just for me being up here by myself,
you get bigger,
like
Not
bigger,
I
cheap.
for real,
and you have a lot more. So it is actually cheaper in the long run to
but
cook for
but
yourself.
who gonna want to eat hamburger helper for 3 days?
Right.
So stupid.
We ain't talking about hamburger helper.
I'm just you know I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying that's normally that's a you know if it's Monday and I don't feel like you know going to get a meat or whatever, I might shoot to the grocery store and get me a pound of ground beef and whatever, and that's something real quick that I can fix to eat.
See, that's
But you
And
know,
so it's better. You saying
okay,
it's better for you to eat
saying.
a little
okay,
fast food
okay,
or eat you some little
okay.
snacks or something from the grocery store, like some
okay.
hot pockets or stuff, something
No,
like that.
okay. Cause think about this. Think about this. I'm gonna pay $8 or $9 for a pound of ground beef, almost. The
Mm-hmm.
way meat is now. And okay, you know, to make a meal with it, because you just don't want to eat hamburger helper and just that's it. So to make a little meal
Meatballs.
with it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna spend about $10 or $15. I'm gonna spend $15. Okay. And that's for real gonna last me 2 days. All right. I can go get the same number two from McDonald's for $7. I can do that twice, and that's 2 days. It's the same amount of money.
Well, the difference is if you get that McDonald's at lunchtime, what you gonna do for dinner? If you eat that hamburger helper for lunch, you can eat it at
But
dinner
what?
and possibly that tomorrow lunch. If you get a
But
pound of
what?
ground
Well,
beef
for
and it's
him,
just you
he
could
just
make.
eat one time a day anyway.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I might eat. Yeah.
But see, that's
Yeah.
what but okay, because we kind of getting on getting slightly off. But when it comes down to like if you actually gonna sit there and you gonna cook stuff, like I said, it's based on the portion. Like I don't care if you go to McDonald's and spend $7 on a combo,
Mm-hmm.
you getting a fry, a drink, and a sandwich, and you
Uh huh.
probably
Mm-hmm.
get a fry, drink, and sandwich right then and there. Like Tank
Uh huh.
said, for dinner you got to do that again. So that's still
So
$14.
that is my dinner. That's my dinner.
Okay, well
Yes,
then,
it is.
but then now well, you could have been made that hamburger helper, and true enough, you would have had it for 2 or 3 days if you don't eat that much of it.
2 days,
Right.
yes. But by the third day, I'm not gonna want to eat hamburger helper again.
But that's
I
just
got
it, though. But you still got it.
So that's what I'm saying. For the 2 nights that I'm gonna eat my hamburger helper, so Monday night and Tuesday night, I just spent $15 on hamburger helper and whatever. The same 2 nights, I can spend the same amount of money going to McDonald's
You're not
for
gonna
two nights. That's all I'm eating is 2 nights.
what's a hamburger helper is only like $1 something, maybe $2, depending on where you
You
get it.
paying for the ground beef though. You paying for the ground beef, and then you gotta have corn or green beans to go with it. You just can't eat just hamburger helper by itself.
Well, I do, but I'm just saying.
A can of green beans ain't nothing.
But I'm saying by the time I spent $8 on the ground beef, $1 on the green beans, $1 on the corn, $1 on some bread, and $1 on the hamburger helper, that's $15.
But you ain't eat
I've
a
done it.
whole can in one sitting. You might eat off that can at
Right.
least twice.
Exactly.
Man,
That's
you
two
eat out a
nights.
can of
That's
corn by
2 nights.
yourself about 3 times. Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? That's 2 nights worth of meals. That's Monday night and Tuesday night. And like I said, I spent $15.
Yeah.
But again, I can spend $15 in them same 2 nights at McDonald's. Getting a McRib combo.
I don't see where you come.
He just thought because really and truly you gonna get to and really and truly he talking about a regular hamburger at McDonald's for $15 because a quarter pounder with cheese gonna be knocked.
I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me now. Now I ain't got to get the double quarter pounder and the supersized fry and the supersized drink. I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about everybody else. I'm talking about me.
That's gonna
I'm
be
talking about
like
me.
Pay $5 for the pound of ground beef, maybe $1 for the hamburger helper, and maybe $1 depending on where you get it for the green beans. So you just said what, like $7, $8 at this point?
It's okay. Next time you go buy a ground beef, let me know how much you pay for it. Because the last time I bought some ground beef was like last week.
yes, it is.
It
Where are
depends
you?
on
$7.
depends on
Like,
where you at. So
huh?
you go to Walmart versus
Okay, that's spending more money on gas. I'm not trying to spend no money. I ain't trying to drive away to Walmart. The grocery store right here. I can walk.
Yeah. You're not gonna win because because you know what I'm saying, depending on what
It's
grocery
a dollar.
meat gonna be.
It's the money amount. The money amount gonna be the same or close.
it's gonna be higher.
Barely.
And
But
he
then
probably
I got then
which is the equivalency of a pup, not a pup, a Kroger up there.
no, it's kind of like I ain't gonna say kind of like cash basis, but it's kind of like it's a mom and pop grocery store.
Well, that says a lot right there. It's a mom and pop. It's not even a chain.
So it's
No,
gonna
it's not a chain.
yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more. But here's my question, because we're talking about, and y'all let me know when Buck come back on. As far as when you're going into, we got ladies outside now, and if you by yourself, you got your own house, and you don't want to pay nobody to cut your grass, you go out there and you cut the grass.
Right.
But as soon as you get a boyfriend, do you or do you not? A lot of women, do you or do you not act like you ain't never touched a lawnmower a day in your life?
Not if you got her own house and got a lawnmower, she not gonna act like that. You know, if she get a boyfriend, he start coming over. Once it get to that stage, I'm pretty sure he'll start cutting the grass. But
Right.
if you already
But see,
cutting
he'll
your
just go
grass
ahead and do it.
and you already cutting your grass and doing your hedges and shit yourself, you're gonna continue doing it.
Right.
So think about it. It's your house. You got pride in your house. So you don't care if your boyfriend do it or not. Because you have been conditioning yourself to do this. You've been doing this. So a boyfriend coming,
I
it's
agree,
your
Tank.
boyfriend.
It's an
You got a
asset.
boyfriend, he'll start doing it, but shit. When you break up with him, you back to cutting the grass? Because the grass got to get cut.
Yeah.
One way or
Either you
another.
pay
Regardless,
somebody to
you
cut the
gotta
grass,
do it.
I think
or
that
you
you're
cut the
right
grass.
about that thing to a degree. I think that once that man is her man, then that becomes his chore at that house. Be it his.
If he stay there, why would it not?
Right.
Yeah, once you get serious and the dude move in, he gonna cut the grass. He stay there
I'm saying
over there all the time.
move in. She gonna be expecting for him to cut the grass.
Why not?
You talking about what do you say?
Well, I think it was just natural. Like a guy, he'll just be like, okay, well, I'm gonna cut the grass. He ain't
That's
gonna just
he should want to take that
cut it. I
responsibility
ain't gonna
anyway.
expect him to do it, but I know he can be like,
Yeah, really truly making my point now. So if he do that and then he automatically started expecting y'all to take over the premise of cooking, and the first thing y'all.
But what if he? No. Because what
No,
if he
because he
like
may
you
want to
said, Mike?
cook.
Right.
He may
What if
want
he
to cook.
cooking?
I mean, that
Right.
I don't think it should be like an assignment. I mean, when y'all get together, you already it's established who do what. I think if he wants to cook, what's wrong with him? You know, I don't think it should be, oh, I ain't gonna cook now, or I ain't gonna cut the grass now because he's here. Just like Tank said, I mean, presentation is everything. You're not gonna stop doing it, but as a man, he should just want to do. You know, hey, you ain't got to do today. I'm gonna do it, or he may want to. So
look, Mike, like you said, you already cutting your grass. Then we start a relationship. As we start into the relationship, I'm coming to visit you. I see you cutting your grass, like you said. Well, shit, I damn sure ain't gonna sit back and let you cut the grass. I'm out there with you, helping.
Right, that's what I was saying.
I'm not saying that you would, but the question that I'm asking is, why is it that if you do that and the guy expects you to make dinner or make food for him, it's always hey, I don't really cook like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking. I'm speaking of them women that yeah, I don't cook. I don't know how to cook.
Well, he knew that when he started dating her.
Yeah.
He
Right.
didn't wake up with that. I mean, when you date,
Right.
you find out who, what, when, where, and how anyway. But I don't think, like I said,
And,
you know,
and look,
if he's
if
a
you
man, he
if I
would
got
do
a
it.
and if I meet a girl that don't know how to cook but know how to cut grass, I'm a cook. Shit.
Right.
You gonna compromise. You gonna improvise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What if she don't know how to cut the grass, and then when you get with her, she now expects for you to cut the grass and take her out to eat?
Somebody ain't gonna win.
Oh yeah, that's too.
Hey,
But
she won't
but
wait
you
now.
know what
What?
though?
She wants you to cut the grass and what now, Mike?
And take out to eat.
It better be fire. It better
I
be
mean,
fire. It better be fire. I'm talking about cape, lasso, the
Because
whole
like
nine.
Max said, even Lady T, like Lady T and Max said, shit, she might like cutting the grass. While your ass out there cutting the grass, guess what? When you come in from cutting grass, I'm gonna have your bath water and your meal. There you go.
Right,
oh
because you ain't come
shit.
in the house funky. You ain't gonna come in the house funky
You might like to
and
cut
not
the
a little
grass. Shit,
something.
you don't know how to cook. I'm gonna make the food, get your bath water ready. Let's go. That's easy.
But see, you okay? Once again,
I think Mike is talking about the expectation of it. It's like women expect men to take on that role, where
we
y'all are saying that man
the
can't expect that.
of whether or not I'm talking about, like, I know that when we first started talking, Lady T,
Be careful.
all of them said that they knew women who don't cook, and
Okay.
if they get a man, and then
Now,
all of
Mike,
a
stop
sudden,
right there. Stop. Hey, Mike, stop.
you
Hey,
gonna be
Mike.
like, dude,
Hey,
why don't
Mike.
you cut this grass for me? And then when he get through cutting the grass, hey baby, what we gonna eat? I don't know what you want. Let's what you got to taste for? Let's go somewhere. And she expected for you to go buy the dinner. You just cut the grass
But
at
Mike,
her house, and now you got to go take out to eat. Like Stan
Mike,
said, go ahead.
like you saying from the beginning, like Lady T said, like you said. Okay, you hooked up with Lady T. Ask yourself this as a grown man. If she said, I don't know how to cook and I just want you to do this, you wouldn't even go with her. You mean to tell me you don't know how to cook, and so you want me to buy all the food and want me to cut your grass? Now you becoming a liability, not an asset. Why would I go with you?
Okay, I got a question for y'all.
We ain't gonna get to the staying phase. I ain't gonna stay with you if you don't even know how to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
I come over smash.
Hold on, Lady T got a question.
So
Go ahead, Lady T.
kind of answered the question that I was going to ask is it necessarily a deal breaker if a woman doesn't know how to cook?
No,
No.
but you got to bring something else to the table to replace that.
Agree. If you're gonna be a straight liability, then it's fucking and whatever. That's it. Not relationship.
Yep.
If you have nothing to offer, if it's just a bone thing, then we ain't gonna be in a relationship. So yeah, sure. I guess we'll go out to eat. If I feel like smashing, you got good, I take you out to eat, smash, get on about my motherfucking business.
Right.
Motherfucker do that, it happens.
Hey,
Like
Tank,
That's why you establish stuff off the top. So.
and then Tank, look, and every now and then you might help her cut the grass. Like I might go out there and weed eat while you cut the grass. I might.
maybe.
Might.
Okay, yeah,
But it's nothing. What you bring it to the table, so I might or might not. So you say you remember. The women on this planet can tell you this. All these women on the planet have assets, and they know women that don't have assets. So they talk that shit to women without no assets. But guess what they know? What you gonna say? Oh, if you don't cut my grass, I'm through with you. A nigga bounce. It happens all the time. All the women that can't cook, most of the women that can't cook, are they single or are they married, ladies? Y'all tell us. We already know the answer to that. Yeah, they probably got some dick because somebody come fuck them. But are they, strong
Committed relationship.
Right. Probably not. Nah. A dude to take you to Papa though, you gonna smash. You might tell your girls you're not. You already know what it is. Really, that's simple. It ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what you do. But that's just the reality of it. Not the fairy tale of it, the reality of it. You ain't if you don't have no assets and you ain't bringing nothing to the table. This is a man or a woman. What demands can you make of the other person? You ain't bringing nothing. What demands can you really make?
That's why you be careful when you get involved from the get go, and then later on in a relationship, you holler about what somebody can't do when you knew in the
Oh my
beginning what they
God.
could.
Preach.
Mhm.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Now, how many people have actually? How many ladies? I'm talking to y'all. How many of y'all actually then got with a guy knowing that he don't do things that y'all like or whatever, but in your heart of hearts, you feel like you can change?
Oh hell no!
Mm-mm.
And how
Mm-mm.
how you think I
Remember
changed?
my underwear? No, no, you can't change nobody. No, 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 no,
Right.
You saying, but
I
how many
believe
women
you know
like
that now. I believe you know that now, but I don't believe it's always been like that.
no. Mm-mm.
I'm gonna be honest. I was married and I got married early, so I had to learn from that mistake because, like, no, you can't change nobody. They have to want to change for themselves. You feel
Right.
me?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I'm
Man
on
or
that level
woman.
now.
When you go through it one time, you realize,
Right.
you
Right.
wasted time. That's what anybody. There are even guys that say,
Exactly.
"Well, I do this,
Then
do
you
that."
just
She'll,
don't tolerate a
you
lot
know,
of bullshit no more.
right.
Right. These guys try to
Exactly.
get girls to change all the time.
with you?
You
But
can't make
Right.
a
That's
hoe into
true.
a
Oh
housewife.
my God,
like,
yes.
from the jump street, you ain't finna try to change nobody because you had to go through them changes first to do that. Peg, you been kind of
Yes.
quiet. What you thinking about?
I'm the type of person. I I know you can't change nobody,
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
but I'm determined to try. I'm determined to try. I'm determined. They gonna get like you gonna give in. Somebody gonna give in. It ain't gonna be damn me. I'm determined.
Mhm. You got to be.
I'm
You got to be
sorry.
careful. The reason, Peg. The reason why you
I
got to
know,
be
but
careful
look,
for
Tank.
that.
But check this out, Tank. I ain't stupid now. Now
Yeah.
I am 100% aware that
Yeah.
you can't. A
Because
motherfucker gonna be who they gonna be. From the
right.
time
Don't
you
make
be
them.
with
Don't
them to
make them
like
lie
they
to
that.
you. Right.
Oh,
See,
I
don't
ain't
make
no
them lie
fool
to you.
now. I ain't
Yeah.
no fool. I just said I like to try. But ain't no fool. Ain't nobody gonna change. But I damn
You got
sure
that
try.
challenge.
Yes, the challenge. You're absolutely right.
Mhm.
What the
You
hell?
like
That could be. It could be. It could be little things that you can get somebody to change a little bit, but you talking about main aspects, it's gonna be hard.
That
I would consider that
personality and all that shit.
compromising,
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you
compromising,
can't change
not
that.
literally
Yeah.
changing, but
Yeah.
Mm. What the hell?
that's pretty interesting. So what I'm saying she basically
Somebody
is
taking a bath.
she's like a cowgirl that's breaking that steel.
Somebody left the door open.
Oh no, I'm sorry, that's some ice machine. Y'all chill out. Y'all chill out now.
dang. Mac
That's the ice
Mac
one.
said somebody taking a bath.
No, that no damn damn. That's ice, girl.
Left the door open.
Mac, you catch every damn thing.
I know like a cold. I'm just bad. Sorry.
Hey.
Oh, oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Nothing wrong with it.
You left the door open too, huh?
Hey, don't nobody give a shit right here.
I know, just gangster.
Yeah.
Water
Somebody,
running.
you see somebody
Oh
ass in a
man.
minute.
Right.
What was going on with you? Oh man, I had to go to the bathroom real quick.
Like they just did. Left her phone on flashing and everything.
Right.
Oh. What was
So
the other
okay,
topic?
getting back to the topic now. So the whole entire thing was the cook sets for the young men. And like most of the guys said, like personally, I like to cook. Before my eyes went out, I used to like to get in the kitchen and cook. I still like getting on the grill. I still go in the kitchen and cook. I was actually a baker prior to my eyes going out. Kind of hard to do that because baking is something that is very precision. you have to do a whole lot of measuring and stuff like that. And because I can't see to do the measuring like I want to do it, I kind of had to give up the baking. But it wasn't nothing for me to be in the kitchen and make up about 3 or 4 different cakes at a time.
Okay.
Uh,
Make all kinds of pancakes.
yeah, chocolate chip, banana cream, cherry cream.
I was in IHOP.
Yeah, I
What?
was.
Goddamn, all the creams.
I miss
I
IHOP.
know, right? Next to be talking about popsicles.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
I
I
ain't
knew
worried
that was
about okay.
Dancing for
So,
money.
Oh my goodness.
you try to get her too.
Y'all,
Dancing for money.
A
y'all,
mess.
sick- y'all sick of me. But I will say this. I'm not gonna lie to you. If with a boy child, 3 or 4 years old, if I'm going to Walmart and I'm looking at the shit that I'm finna buy for Christmas, I'm not gonna lie. My first go to ain't gonna be a kitchen set. My first go to is gonna be the Home Depot toolbox set. That's gonna be my first go to.
Or some
But
Lego.
because I've worked with some teenagers, and it kind of opened my eyes up to it. There's some young men that like doing stuff like they like doing hair and everything like that. And most of them,
Nah,
even
I'm not.
when you go to TNT, they want
Nah,
to let those
nah,
in.
nah. No,
You, but
no,
see, you
no.
saying that,
He ain't
but
gonna
some
buy no
I
perms.
get it. I get it, bruh. I get it. Them motherfuckers make shit ton of money. I understand. But no, nigga, no. No, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Call it what you want. Call
but
it
you
what you want. I don't give a fuck.
saying that because you thinking that that's gonna make Kim look feminine, right?
Absolutely, it is. It
But
is.
now, one time I looked at it,
Fuck all
like
that.
you be up
I
in here
think
like
so too. Cause I don't want my little nephew playing with doll heads either.
that's
And
not
buy
I
him a
know it's a
perm.
lot of money.
you know what I'm
They,
saying. If they go to TCC
mm-mm.
to learn how to do cosmetology, you know what I'm saying. They have that one dickhead initially, but then they start working on actual people. So
You
they
would think that they would drop that class.
Bruh. I understand what you're saying. Like, I get it. I get it. I get it. But no,
Unless they're
nah.
trying to be a barber.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
so the only thing you saying is they can be a barber, but they can't be a cosmetologist.
Yes.
yeah.
Man, y'all crazy.
But y'all do
I,
know,
it's
but
hard.
y'all do know they
Hard.
gotta take those classes as well, though, right?
Hey, but I'm just saying. We
Most
gonna we
of them
gonna
they learn from their daddies and their uncles
No, but see, you have to go to
how to
cosmetology
cut
school
hair.
to cut hair to get a license.
you go to barber school. You can go to barber school for that.
But you
Yeah,
know what
that's
they're
what
gonna
I thought. You just
you know
go
what
to barber school.
they're gonna show you how to cut hair at cosmetology
They
school.
did.
They will, but you can go to barber college. You can go to barber school and learn how to just cut
You know what I'm
hair.
saying? But now
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna teach you how to cut with clippers. But now cosmetology gonna teach you how to cut with scissors and do different styles.
Because
That
it's
that
different
no, that's
textures
all
of
right.
hair.
Oh,
That's all right. That's
here's
all
You
here's
right.
know,
I
here's
understand the economic value, Mike. I understand the economic value of what you're talking about. I get it. I get it. I totally do. I understand it, and I understand the cultural biasness of it. I understand all of that. Nah, bruh. No, not even. No.
so at the exact same time.
My grandchildren couldn't come to me and say, "Dad,
If your
Grandpa,
daughter, if
Papa,
your
I
daughter
want to, I want to do half for a living."
to
No.
be a foreigner,
Now
Huh?
Stan, listen to this. Now this gonna fuck you up, Stan. When I lived in Atlanta, when I moved from Marietta to I was me and a guy had a concierge company. One of our clients had a condo in Buckhead that he was so our house set for him. So I moved in the condo, but on the lower level it was a salon. Do y'all know I started washing hair at the salon? Now, am I feminine at all? Damn.
But you ain't learning how to do hair. Wash your hair and
No,
learning how to do hair two
Nigga, I'm
different things.
washing my hair.
you
I'm
watch.
in a shop.
You
No,
just
no,
watch hair.
no, right.
Wash.
Cause
Wash.
yeah, cause
The wash.
You just watch
Wash the
it.
hair.
Everybody's supposed to watch their hair tank.
Huh?
You know what? Then so why they charge you money to go wash to wash your hair?
Right. Thank you, Mike. I got paid to wash the lady hair.
the same
Don't like
reason
the
you
hair
pay
wash
for
girl
somebody
in
else
the
to cook
skirt.
your
Watch your
food.
hair.
The same reason you pay for somebody to wash your car. The same reason why
Yeah.
you pay for somebody so you don't have to do it. That's why you pay them.
Right.
So you don't have to.
I'm
Like I
just
said,
saying, it
pay,
is
like
some
like
gay.
I
It
get this.
is some gay. It's some
I,
gay
I,
guys that do have, but there's a lot of straight guys that do have now.
I believe it. And like I said, I understand the economic value of it. But ain't no way my grandchildren gonna come to me and say, "Pop, pop, I wanna do hair like grandma did." Like, no, baby, that ain't baby. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna find
Okay.
something to you.
Because
Okay.
we got
Look,
Tank and
see,
Sweet
I'm a
Tea
Google
talking.
because I'm a Google fanatic, y'all. I'm a Google fanatic, so we gonna clear
We're gonna
this
Google
up
how
right
many
now.
male cosmetologists it is.
What is the difference? What is the difference between barber school and cosmetology school?
No, because that's not even the question. The
Yeah,
question
that's not a
is,
question.
why would you not allow your son or your male child
I'm gonna
to
give you
do
this.
that if that's what they want to do? If they say, look, I know I can make a whole lot of money doing hair, and I like doing hair, why would you not allow them to do it? That's like if you had a little girl and she came to you and said, I want to be an electrician or I want to be a carpenter.
I'm gonna say no, baby. I'm gonna say no, baby. I'm gonna let you go with something else.
We gotta find another career.
Wow. Because I wanted, if I could go back, I would drive trucks.
Yeah, it's a lot of ladies drive trucks.
Right.
Mechanics. Paint old girl from
Yeah.
Chi-Town used to paint cars.
An electrician though.
That's some mad money in it. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
Right.
they're just like telling her to go underground. Like, no.
Man, my mama worked in the coal mine, retired from the coal
Yeah,
mine.
ladies working in the mine.
So my mama, she wasn't feminine. I hear nothing.
What you say? It went out. What you say?
I'll say it again. My mother worked in Florida's coal mine, retired from the coal mines. And are you saying that my mother is not feminine because she went underground?
Wait
Oh no, I'm not saying she's not feminine. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is that I will not allow. I don't want my child to be
You say
underground.
it's just like going underground, as to say that
Exactly.
because your little girl might want to be an electrician because that's manly work. But the first question I asked y'all when we went to this thing was, is there a difference between male work and female work? And everybody on here said no.
No, I said yeah. I said yeah.
I didn't say
that. But now I'm gonna say this. But now I will say this. I understand.
Electrician.
Now don't get me wrong.
That were electricians.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. And okay, I'll say this. The in the spirit of what y'all talking about, y'all are absolutely correct. And I understand that I am coming from a place of bias. I understand that totally. I understand that if I am being biased, I understand that I'm being hypocritical. I understand I'm being sexist. I understand all of that. But that's just how I am. Period.
Okay.
Like I get what y'all saying. I totally get it. I totally get it. But that's just how I am.
But the
and I feel the same way.
If you got it, and I guess I can ask Tank because Tank got a daughter. I wish Buck was on here because he got girls. You know what I'm saying? But I still would like to know what Maxine, I would like to know what you think about it, Lady T. I want to know what you think about it, Ted. About if a young lady decide that she want to do something, because like I said, I know for a fact that there's teenage girls right now that want to go to TCT and take like the welding class or the carpentry class or the HVAC classes, and they want to allow them in those classes because they're girls. Now
I
tell
remember
me,
I'm gonna
that.
tell you.
that's right.
I'm gonna tell you right now why I said Mike is because first of all, my daughter has epilepsy, so that's why I wouldn't let her be an electrician, go underground. I ain't knocking nobody else who done it or did it, but for my girls, I don't want that. Like the one that have epilepsy, I'm not ready to just let her go. I'm just like that type of mom. So I mean, she can find everything. Like she want to be a police officer. That's a dangerous job. Like I don't know if she gonna grow out of her seizures. So that's just my opinion. Like I don't know about
Well,
everybody else, but that's just
okay,
how I
with that
feel.
being said, there are certain things that in those line of work, those line of jobs that they won't let you do. If she has epileptic seizures, then they won't allow her to do that because she's not going
But
to be
I
able
was
to
giving
be
you
out
my
the
opinion of how that's how I felt, when we were
But
saying,
but you have
about
two daughters though.
I have two
Mm-mm.
daughters.
Yes.
Right. Right.
Yes.
If Sydney
Yes.
come to me and say if Sydney come to me and say, Daddy, I don't know about going to school next year, and I got offered a job in the coal mine, I'll damn near kill Sydney. I'll damn near kill her. I
Oh,
kill her.
baby, we got to think about something else. Yeah. Do
Cause
you see?
cause
This
I
is
know
what
what
I
that
do.
coal mine
I
is,
don't. I
and
don't say
it ain't got
that.
nothing to do. That ain't got nothing to do with being feminine or masculine, nothing like that. I know what that coal mine shit is. Like I know, like me and you in the same boat on that one. But yeah, no, uh-uh.
What do you what Pat, what do you think about it? Is she still
I'm
on
all about money. I don't give a damn. My son can do some damn hair. I follow a man now. He is 100% straight. I don't know him personally, but he appears to be a straight man. He has children. He does hair. He makes money. I'm about money. I don't care about the gender. If my daughter wants to go up on the grass, bye. All right. Go ahead, baby. Be careful. Make sure you got your stuff in order and all that. I'll pray for you while you're gone. I'm about money. Anything bring you money. Hear me.
Okay, thank you very much. Tank, what you thinking?
We lost him.
Okay, we lost Tank. Okay.
He went to go get some ice.
10.
Oh
Me
shit.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think that because of society we in, we have already labeled certain things. But at the same time, I could understand where Sweet Tea coming from because of a child's health. However, I also think about a person has to choose what they're going to do with their lives. And there are some people that chose things that their parents wanted and they're miserable. I
Mm.
think you should have a choice, once you get older. But
Yeah.
everybody has certain circumstances, and what's going to work for one may not work for the other. And just like she said with seizures, there's certain things she may not want
And that's
her to
why
do.
I try
But
to deter.
me personally, I think if like I said, with a trade, I ain't gonna lie, you make money, bukus of money. But I wouldn't say you just can't do that because that's just a man thing. I just believe, have your choice in what you're doing. And sometimes people have to try stuff to see that it will or won't work. So sometimes, they're thinking of one thing, but I think they should have a choice to choose, me personally. But like I said, when you're a parent, there's certain things about your kids, I can understand it. But I think we live in a world that got to be masculine to do certain things. No, there are some women that do like drive trucks and some female truck drivers, nails done, hair done, but then there are some that just like to be the look masculine. So I think we get caught up and we think that's going to define a person. But sometimes people are who they are even before they get into whatever they're doing.
I think
But
you right about that, man. I really like the way you put that because it ain't nothing like when you try to tell your child at a young age and they trying to they tell you what they want to do out of life and you come and then tell them that they can't do it. I know when I was little, I said I wanted to be a chef, and I was told by somebody that that's a woman's job. You don't need to be no chef. And I was like, I was confused because I was like, most all the chefs I knew were men. You know what I'm saying? And then, I heard other people saying they don't make no money as no chef. And I
shit,
was like,
okay.
what are you talking about? Well, yes, they do. Them jokers is millionaires. and you know what I'm saying. But they confuse being a chef with being a cook. So I get the difference. But I also was told before that I couldn't be a pilot because and they ain't finna let you be no pilot. And that was the only reason why I couldn't be a pilot because they weren't gonna let me be a pilot. And as I got older, I realized that when I was 16 years old, I could have went over to Bama Air and got me a pilot's license. I could have got me a pilot's license before I got me a driver's license. So it is,
Right.
if people that are in front, older over your elders, and they tell you that they don't want you to do something, even though it's something that you want to do, that kind of I think it deflates the children.
Tradition, and some of them that's the way they grew up, but we in a different world, different society. So we just it's just kind of wide open what you do now. So
I will say this. Yeah, it is, and like I said, some of it is widely hypocritical. And the Me Too movement and it all
Tank
it's hard.
backstage.
yeah,
It's hard. It's hard raising a girl, trying to have some of those more traditional roles in this whole, we're equal and all of this. And it is a little bit more difficult, I will say. But there is some shit I still will talk to my boys about differently than I talk to my girls.
right.
I I just I wonder if hey, check backstage. I wonder if your daughter was to come and tell you that they wanted to do something that you probably would let one of her brothers do, and then she wanted to do it, and you said no, it's the girl. What I'm saying? Would you take into consideration how it's gonna make her feel? Like you're saying, oh, I can't do it just because I'm a girl.
But there are some things that, yeah, that's gonna be the
I'm
case.
telling them right now that you can do any and everything that you want to do, but then her daddy, who she crazy about, tell her you can't do that because you're a girl.
Hey, it's some shit that be like that, Mike. It be some shit that be like that. Like, just say if any one of the boys say, hey, they I've been I'm just okay. For example, they got this little friend that he talks to in Texas. Okay, he tells me, you know what, Dad, me and this girl been talking off and on, da 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 da. I think I want to make the trip down to Texas to go see her. Him being I'm gonna be like, well, okay, well, you be careful. But now my daughter come say the same thing. No, Punkin, that ain't no good idea. No, no.
That's true.
Tell me why would exactly is that a really big difference, other than the fact that you feel like Zay can handle himself if he go to Texas. You know think that Sydney can't handle herself if she go to Texas to meet a boy. Same thing can happen to both of them. Both
I,
of them.
I am more I am more fearful of somebody snatching up Stink than I'm somebody snatching up Zay. It scares me more than anything else. For my child to be somewhere and I can't get to her and she gets snatched up. So that shit happens.
I mean,
Yeah,
it does happen, but also it can happen to a young man also.
That's true, but the likelihood is drastically different. But then at the same time, that's me being old fashioned too. And I'll say,
Right.
well, baby, for real, if he want to see you that bad, he'll come see you. You shouldn't be having to make no arrangement to go see no boy.
Coach Stan, guess what? Guess what the real
I
guess
think I
what
would
the
be like,
real gag in that is, Stan.
What that?
Stan. It's almost more
Huh?
dangerous for your son to go and get pulled over by the police than your daughter. Don't
No,
never
that's
forget that.
true. But now that's true. That's true
It's
too.
nothing more dangerous than being a black male, a young one. Nothing. There's nothing you can do that's more dangerous than being a young black male, brother. You got ops after you, you got police after you got the regular kidnappers. The same thing you worry about with your daughter. I don't want my daughter to ride on the highway by herself nowhere. You're right. Because she's
right.
your daughter. But at the same time, don't you know I say extra prayers for my son when he go out of town with his homeboy, because I know there's 2-3 dudes in the car. And anything can happen.
That's
More
true.
so likely to happen to them than to happen to my daughter. If we're gonna be real. You know?
Yeah, I got a coworker who it's been on the news. Her son and a guy, and they still missing out in California.
Yeah. I know about them guys. They
Yeah,
fucked up.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
They fucked up.
Mm, 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 mm. Hey, say you weren't when we asked the question about how you felt about whether or not a young lady deciding that she wanted, like if your daughter said came to you and said that she wanted to be an electrician or a carpenter or something like that, how you would feel about that?
Me personally, I heard it like Max said. I'm going over whatever my kids want to do that's productive. If you want to rap, be an electrician, whatever. Even, and this the hardest part, that sissiness might will bother me. But in the end, it's nothing we could do. All of us were raised by good parents, man. My mama and them didn't advocate me selling dope. Guess what? I did.
Right.
They raised me good. So it ain't shit. It ain't shit as parents we can do. Nothing you can do. Nothing we can do. My mama and them did everything for me. Shit, guess what? We grind. Simple as that. They ain't raised us wrong. But what you think they can do? They can't punish you. You 18, you got an apartment. What they gonna do? And now I'm getting money. What they gonna do? $2,000-$3,000 a week. What they finna do? Back up.
Hey Mello, let Buck in.
Oh,
You get in trouble. You get in trouble, and that's on you. But if they doing something productive, want to do something, you got to stand behind them. It's their dream. It's their life. They going on. Hell, be a good electrician. Get a little electric company. Let's go.
That's right. Hey, Buck.
Be a good movie producer. You want a videographer, skateboarder. I don't know. Whatever it is you want to do. If you're good at it and you're passionate about it, your dreams of doing it, live your dream. That's all we can do. Ain't that many people that force their kids to do whatever it is worked out for them.
Hey, Buck.
Just ain't.
But what do you? Because see, you got daughters, and I'm real interested in what you think about it.
Say it again, bro.
You got daughters, so I'm real interested in knowing what you got daughters and you got a son. So I'm real interested in knowing what you think about it. Basically, the question that's out right now is, if you had a son that said that he wanted to be in cosmetology, or he wanted to, be a baker or something to that aspect, how would you feel about that? And on the flip side, if your daughters came to you and said they wanted to be electricians or welders or carpenters or something to that aspect, how would you feel about it?
It's a pretty good question. I don't think I've ever really thought that things had to be gender specific when it came to a job, unless it's something that actually has to be gender specific. I'm up under to bring some light to that. Say for instance that I would rather a female PE coach deal with female athletes. You know what I'm saying? From just for a way to protect yourself and everything, and then some identity stuff. Well, you talking about welding and truck driving? I don't give a damn. That's what they want to do. That's fine. They ain't doing shit illegal. They ain't out there harming nobody. You know what I'm saying? Um, Hell, to be honest, in this day and age, unless you're getting a full ride to a 4-year school, shit, going to get a trade is damn near the best thing to do financially.
Damn sure
You're
right.
starting off in the positive instead of
Right.
what most situations. Like I have my baby sister, she'll be a doctor. I think she'll be a dermatologist come May of next year. And she already talking about close to $300,000 in
Student debt.
debt. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But this is typical. And don't get me wrong, yeah, eventually she's gonna be in the positive. But when you're talking about these trade situations, even guys who come
Hmm.
straight out of high school driving trucks, you're in the positive. The only thing that you will fuck up at is that you just don't have the um financial literacy to know what to do with all that damn money when you get it.
Right.
Right.
That's the difference. And I think that hopefully that's where we're supposed to step in at as parents you know what I'm saying, and help that situation out. But shit, you can't help with something that you don't have any knowledge of either. And I think that's
Mm,
what we've been lacking in the black community for so long, is that
Absolutely.
most of our parents don't know. You see what I'm saying? They don't know how to go out and invest in certain things and shit. Some of them
right.
were passed down like parcels of land and rental homes and shit, and they fucked it up because they didn't have any education. They didn't even have any knowledge. They would just pass the stuff along. But if you don't know anything about electrical work, carpentry, and so on and so forth, you need to know things about that, because when you're hiring folks to come in and do these jobs and shit, you need to know what you're getting into. There's a lot of education that we're missing out on. But I don't care, male or female. You know, if you can do the job, and I don't give a
Mhm.
shit what it is, as long as, like I said, it's illegal. It's not illegal.
Illegal, right?
Whatever makes you happy, whatever you get up every
Right.
morning saying, I love what I'm doing, and you go do it.
Hmm.
You feel me?
You're gonna
If
put your heart in it, right?
I
Mhm.
promise you, if one of my daughters said that, I really like welding, I found
Mhm.
a passion for it. Okay, well, you have a high IQ as well. Go do that if that's what you love. But then guess what? As smart as you are, you'll know how to go out there and market yourself. You know how to maximize every dime that you get coming your way, and you can expand it. You can actually be the person
Exactly.
that owns a welding company, and you don't have to do welding all the time because you're smart enough to
Right.
do it. Now, if you just want to do that, I have no problem with that either. Because I think sometimes we push people to do shit that they just don't want to do. There's
Right.
nothing wrong with
Exactly.
being a person who, if you like getting up every day, going to the plant, working on that damn line, and that's what brings you joy, damn it, do it. If you don't want to be a team leader of that shit, I get it. That's a stressful ass
Mhm.
part to deal with. You just like to go in, do your thing, and go home and do some other shit. Knock yourself out.
Right.
You know, we're in a
Mhm.
day and time
Hey,
now.
he said,
Nothing's really
amen.
gender specific. I would love for my son to be able to do women hair and cut hair too.
Right.
Master stylist at that particular
Hey, there
point.
you go.
That what my barber is. He do women hair and cut hair, men hair.
That's what I'm
Facts.
He
saying. Like,
maximizes.
why
He
would
he
why
color
would
and cut ladies hair, do and he
you
do sew in, and he do cut hair.
It's some
You know.
money in it.
Hell yeah. When I found out how much beauticians actually make, damn that. When I found out how much
Food.
a good barber makes, I said, shit, man. I should have picked
If
up
you can look at their
a.
cars and tell they balling.
Well, I
Look
just
here.
know,
I I
you got
sit
to
up
think.
and sell lady hair all day, so I know beautician make money. Cause I make money just selling them raw hair all day.
Hmm.
Well, like
It
I
is.
said, when you've been given a direction to go in life, you've been trained to go in a certain direction. You don't get to look at all your options. And I think that now a lot of us are literally telling kids, hey, it's okay if you don't want to go to the University of Alabama. You don't want to go to
Hmm.
that's you don't have to do that and still be able to live a very great and productive life. You can
Absolutely.
go be a barber or whatever. Man, you own your own house. But by the time you're 25 or before then, just depends. It's all about your grind, though. You know,
Right.
Hmm.
and that's regardless if you go to a 4-year school or a trade.
Right.
That's correct.
And you gotta realize everybody is not college material. If you know that
Right.
you went to high school for 4 years, man, and you just barely made it out, you think you finna get ready to go spend another $10,000 a year on college?
Hmm.
You know
You're
Well,
what
gonna
I'm saying?
spend more than that this day and age. College is
Ooh,
expensive.
what you talking about?
mhm.
And
That's
then you
all.
go into a subject that like literature or something like that, you may not find a job.
That's
Hmm.
true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Because if I, like I said, I would have drove trucks. I go back, I would have drove the hell out of a Mack truck.
I was like,
Well, you doing it now,
Hmm.
Shawty. We hear
how many
you.
folks you know
Ha!
college go to college and came out with a general study degree?
Yeah.
Right.
And
Some people just go, and
what,
I hate to say it,
you
they just go because their parents want them to go.
That's a lot of people.
Hmm.
what job can you
Right.
get with a general studies degree?
Right.
Well, the colleges are not going to deter you from that. I mean, shit, they got to keep the money coming in. You
Right.
feel me?
Yeah.
They want you to come and get the, get the money, but
Come on to college.
something that I've learned, even like we were talking about investing, I had never heard of an IUL. No, when you think about life insurance, you just think about when you're gone. There's a portion in there you can invest in retirement.
Yep.
Right.
It's so much we don't know that I've learned. I didn't know when I was in college about that. You know, in the black community, we just used to just put your money in the bank, baby, or in the mason jar, or put it in the bed and
That's
all this
true.
different stuff. And then, you know, we don't. And then when someone comes to try to tell us, we think, oh, it's a scam or it's this and that. No, that's how people, you know, can pass money on to their kids because they invested when they were younger, or babies.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's
but
that's
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 one of the things
literally how the
we
white
don't
people.
promote.
And I hate to say it, that's how they develop their wealth.
Did we
Right.
not
Exactly.
doing? I'm gonna give a prime example of generational wealth that was squandered away. The land that Walmart sits on right now was owned by black people, and when the older people passed away, that land was given to their kids, and their kids sold that land probably
Mhm.
for about
A fraction of what it were. Right.
about $100,000. Do you know that Walmart probably paying more than that a month in rent or in lease fees?
Their property tax annually is a mother, I'm pretty sure.
Exactly. So they sold it. They sold it for $100,000, and whoever bought it and now getting money off the lease.
Yeah, on top of that. And what's
Yeah,
sad, they blew
they
that 100,000 in no time.
pay for it
Facts.
how many times it ain't even funny.
You know.
The same thing
We
with knows it. That's the exact same thing that happened now. Generally, when you get you have generational wealth, and you got these people that had this land that they went and worked hard for and bought 5, 10, 15, 20 acres, 100 acres of land. And then as soon as they leave it to their kids to move it off. I ain't never going back down there. It ain't nothing but the wood. They sell it. They sell that land, and then guess what happens? Somebody buy it, and they decide to put a business on it, or let them run a street through it, a major road. And now
or
they get,
build a housing complex or something.
yeah,
Hmm.
all kind of money they making off of it. Like you made you some money because you sold it for $100,000.
And they blew it in no time.
You know it's gone.
Oh yeah, the
Just
100,000 gone. And you know what we do? We buy cars and clothes.
Yes. Not even don't even
and
have
like
a house.
and like
Well,
them folks
sometimes
that
we don't buy the car. We just pay on the car. Then it's pulled in a couple months. Just like income tax time. Some of them get these fat checks and
You
it's gone
get a new car
So
every
they
year.
blow it, man. They blow it, don't
They
like
get a
bubbles.
every year and put some shoes on it, put some beats in it, and 3 months later, it be back at the dealership.
That's just our mentality, and it's sad because
They gonna sell it with them shoes on it.
hmm. Or just like the stimulus money. Some of them got bukus with all these kids. Been gone.
And, I mean, we've been getting tricked out of
Hmm.
property and swindled for a long time. When people, like I said, we're a class of individuals who are just starting to get educated on things that we should have known a couple 100 years ago. But those things were still kept from us then, you know what I'm saying, up under the same premise. And it gets passed down, and a lot of folks got bullied out of stuff, especially when you're talking about the Black Belt area just within
Hmm.
this state. There's still things going on that isn't right along those lines. But like I said, it's an education aspect of it. And once we get to that and actually can sort of unite, we
Right.
can bring, I mean, I would love to see an area sort of like how Tuscaloosa used to have downtown, where Brown's Barbershop and the people renewing like that was literally our Black Wall Street
Hmm.
Yep. Diamond
in
Theater,
Tuscaloosa. You know,
barbershop, the
exactly.
phone,
You see what I'm
all that.
saying? Those things, it's not that we can't get those back, but we just have to get to a point where we literally can trust each other.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
we hadn't gotten there yet. But there has to be some more promotion. There has to be, like I said, an educational aspect where we're going in and talking to these kids and giving them that reality. You know,
Hmm.
like I said, Tank was a guy that when I was still out here, sort of back and forth, going to school and in the streets, he was a guy that I listened to. And he was telling us, you know, music-wise, y'all got it. Y'all gonna have to do something outside of this city to do it, but y'all got it. But it's not gonna be no overnight aspect and stuff. So it's gonna take younger people actually listening to somebody who's been out there doing it for a minute or had some failures and telling them, hey, you know, this is how things can be done. And like I said, let's stop putting a cap on what our kids can and can't do. You know, if they come to you and they say, hey, this is what I want to do, shit, support it, push it.
Right.
You know, hell, I mean, shit, LeVar, what's that? Is it LeVar Ball?
Yeah.
I mean, he literally said, shit, all three of my kids going to the NBA. Shit, they there, ain't it?
We looked at it last night.
I mean, what, two of them got, you know what I'm saying? One is a outstanding rookie, and the other one, you know what I'm saying, got the big contract with Chicago, and the other one, you know, the middle boy, he still got opportunities. I mean, nothing's impossible, man.
You know, you should be supportive and push your kids. That's the thing, positively.
Yeah.
But don't limit them, you know. And you know, you have to push them, but you also have to be positive about it at the same time. Sometimes we are quick to say, you ain't nothing, your mama wasn't nothing. Negative, whatever you speak, that's what's gonna happen.
Man, prime example. It's a couple of females that I know can they paint cars, and two of the baddest chicks around here doing it. You know, male or female. Them two, they on point. And you never really heard about females painting cars and detailing and stuff. But man, that's what it is. I'm like, shit, you got the talent. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna push you. If you a female barber, I'd rather have you rubbing on my head than my own boy up there kicking my head side to side any damn way. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? And because, you know, any guy out here know, hey man, when you with your barber, you gotta tell the nigga, hey man, you know, sort of bag up, man. I don't want you rubbing your damn dick across my arm and no shit like that, bro. Now, I'm not gonna tell a chick, hey, you can lean in, put the rest of the motherfucker on top of my head for me. I ain't gonna say that. I promise you, I ain't gonna say shit. I am not offended. Go for what you know, you know. And I don't know if y'all seen this, you know what I'm saying? And if you hadn't, I guess you can look it up. But there's a believe it or not, it's coming out of Atlanta. But there's a female barber who cuts your hair naked.
I'm pretty sure I was going to that barber shop.
I know it's a dude that do it too, but I'm not gonna promote his ass because I don't give a fuck about that. But there's a female that goes around and she cuts hair and she offers extra services along the way too. So you can get your hair cut and lap dance and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? It might be like $100 or whatever, but it's true. You know.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm not suggesting any ladies do that. I'm not telling you to hold yourself out, but hell, I ain't finna knock the girl. Shit, she making a killing. She cutting the hair. Obviously, I don't even know if the nigga. I don't even know if she cut hair good. I just know that she get like $100 a customer.
10 customers an hour. Woo.
Hey, you know, she your own boss. You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn, let me get some clippers.
People are right. Buy anything these days.
Who said that?
Now Max said
she co-signed with me.
Yeah,
man. I'm just telling you what I know.
You're gonna have Max and Peg sitting up in a 2-chair shop. But nigga couldn't help.
Wanna be a baller? That color.
You're gonna be so cool, man. We'll be sitting up in there about 2 or 3 hours.
Look, I used to go to the barbershop, get there like 7 in the morning sometimes, and I get my hair cut till about 10, man. You
Yes,
know,
I know it well.
sometimes you got that one barber, man, he's so good, but it take that nigga an hour on each head, you know, because he want to talk and tell you about what he did last night. Stop in the middle of cutting your hair, go outside, smoke a black, smoke a blunt, drink a beer, come back in, you know what I'm saying?
Drink a beer.
Hey, you know, I ain't lying. You know, we've seen it. Probably still going some of the other barbers. I don't got to deal with it no more, but I'm just telling you the truth. So I'm like, hell, if Peg want to go out there and do it, Mark out want to do it, I support, man. You know, I send some folks away. I just don't want to know what the hell you all doing to get the money. And tell the nigga, go get your hair cut, bro. I don't want to hear all that other shit. I'm talking about my folks like that. You know, I'm just sending you over there to get your hair cut. You get some extra trim on the side, that's on you. Shit.
I'm gonna fight you.
I'm all for supporting black businesses. Now, I know I'm late, but didn't Peg say something about the child being gay or something along the way? I don't know. Cause I had to jump out of my car real quick and I said,
He was out.
that was an awkward turn, but I you know, okay.
You know what, but I was looking for you to comment. I make a noise, a gesture, or something like that. Then I realized you went on. But the reason why I brought it up and said it, the question was pertaining to. Hell, I forgot. What was the question?
We were talking about whether or not
butterfly
the roles
Yep,
that you have for young men and young women, and we said something about a young man being a cosmetologist.
I think it's more about, like men cooking or women doing outside working. Right.
Oh yeah. I didn't think that, you know, a sexual preference had anything to do with it, but that was I actually I said, well, you know, I didn't think about that, but okay, cool. I don't think that any role is attached to that, and I think that comes down to a relationship issue too, because shit, you know, I've known some couples where the guy's actually the cook. You know, the girl can't cook worth of shit, but she also don't mind getting out there cutting grass and doing, like, you know, painting the house and stuff like that. That's just her thing. Like that's just all within the couple. But I feel like as an individual, you should learn all of those skills at least. I'm like, shit, man. Even if you can damn scramble some eggs, you know, that's a fucking start.
New reviews. Real employee. Hey.
I don't have no problem with that. But, you know, the sexual aspect, I guess so, is like.
hey, depending on which one of y'all the girl or which one of y'all the boy, who gonna go out there?
Like,
I can't
shit,
stand
I don't
anyone
know.
now.
If dudes come to me talking about something, him and such and such, you know what I'm saying, moving in together, and I know they ain't talking about they homeboys and shit. So, you know, I don't know. Like, nigga, you know, figure it out. Shit,
you know, Dad, Ted doesn't like to cook, so nigga, cook the fuck out my face.
I just, like I said, I'm glad Peg said it, because, I mean, she did make a valid point. You really don't know. You don't know what a kid may come out and decide to do and shit, but just in general, shit, learn everything that you can. You may end up being by yourself for a while, so you gonna need to know, gotta eat. You know, you may have to fix some pipes and shit in your own crib, change some light bulbs, whatever.
Yeah, we lay pipes in the crib. Now.
He said fixed pipe, not lay it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Well,
we do both with him, though. We do both.
Ooh, dual roles.
Right. I literally can do plumbing.
Boom.
I can't stand that nigga.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I know what a
Y'all
washer
don't
is.
leaving doors open again.
I know. Hey, look, I know what a washer. I know what a washer is. You know what I'm saying? I know what. I know what a bend U, a U bend, and I know what that is.
It's
I know
been
about them
cycle
hooks.
too.
Yeah, I know. I know about them hooks on a pipe.
Got a hook in it.
Do you know how to snake a drain?
Okay.
That was a good one, Mike. That was a good one, Mike.
Yeah. You up by one. That's good. That was good. That was good.
I would say I should work better than Roto-Rooter.
Blowing shit out, Lord.
And it's funny. I got a shirt that says that. I got a plumbing shirt. I,
Mm.
I had to wear a shirt over it when I went to school though.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, funny. Do I tell you the truth?
Thank
Hey, but now,
Thanks for
Buck,
being
this
nice.
is a question, Buck. This is a question. If your daughter said, "Dad, you know what? I done hooked up with that girl from Atlanta. She cut half, but she, cut half." Hey, you gonna say, "Okay, well, baby, if you like it, I love it." Welcome to, hey, come on over to my side. Come on over to my side. Are they
I'm gonna tell
politically
you what.
correct shit? Are they politically correct shit?
That's a double whammy.
Because initially, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be like, well, I'll be damned. But at the end of the day,
When the
hey,
smoke clears.
I ain't got no control over that. You feel me? So let's go, whatever floats your boat, shawty. You know what I'm saying? I I mean I love pussy just as much as the next man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you like too. Hey, I guess we'll have talks about that around the dinner table.
No. You misunderstand the question. I don't mean she got with the girl that's giving the haircut. I mean she started working with the girl giving the haircut naked. Like that what she want her job to be. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, like I said,
Oh,
You got to put an apron on.
look, you want to put yourself out there like that, more power to you. I always tell you, don't ever put me in a position where I can't protect you. You see what I'm saying?
That's it right there, bro. That's it right there.
That's just me as a man. It was something that I learned. Don't ever put me in a position where I can't protect you. But if you're doing that, there's certain things I can tell you. I'm like, yeah, it's other ways to make money. If you feel like you want to do that for the rest of your life, just also understand you better make a whole lot of motherfucking money real fast because things, gravity starts to take place. And yeah, that shit cute for a while, and then if you get down
You
like
gonna
she
be
get down, that body get worn down too, shawty.
you gonna be 20 forever.
Man, like I said, don't let that be your long term goal. You better be really damn good with them fucking clippers. So you can still keep cutting motherfucking hair after that other shit wears out. Because that's my thing. I don't want you to put yourself out there like that. I don't even want the young lady to be doing herself like that. But hell, at the same time, I never thought I said, it's hell of a hustle. I don't think anybody else is doing it. I mean, she gonna give you a trim and give you some trim. Shit. Obviously, ain't that many motherfuckers turning
I can't. Wait a minute.
You need some ice now. You need a popsicle.
Wait a minute. Okay. I'm back. All right. Whew. You got me with that one. Trim with some trim. All right.
Hey man, it's a hell of a game that we live in. The world that we live in too. And like I said, I'd be doing myself a disjustice or a misjustice if I kept sitting up there thinking that everything is always cut, dry, black and white. Yeah, I know it's not.
But the question I get, Stan, since you asked Buck that question, if Sydney told you that, what would you do?
We might fight. We might fight. Literally.
And she rolled up to you with a brand new car with a red bow on it, saying, "Oh, I bought this for you with my earnings."
I'm gonna say take that back and invest it because you're gonna need it in a couple of years. You gonna need if you can drop if a brand new whatever gonna run you 50 or 60. If you can drop 50 or 60 on me a car, then I tell you what, you throw this 50 or 60 into an IRA or into a 401k or some shit like that. That way you ain't got to keep doing this shit no longer than you goddamn got to. 'Cause I don't like this shit goddamn way.
I mean, it's almost like speaking to him when it comes to the. I hate to say it like this, but you talking about the pimp hoe game. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out there thinking you gonna be selling ass forever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some kind. It gotta be.
I'm a bag up player.
Got to.
Mhm.
All the work gotta have something in the end. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be in it because it's fun and shit for right now, but eventually it gotta lead to something. You know what I'm saying? You teach for 30 years. Eventually you retire and you have your pension or whatever that you go live off of, and hopefully you got some other things that'll be coming in. Like everything has to have an
Plan B.
ending. It got to be something at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Because you damn sure don't want to be 70-some years old still trying to have to work like almost 40 hours a week.
That part.
And you already been working for 40, 50 years already ahead of time. So it's like, what the hell were you doing with your money then? But yeah. Well, Stan, you a motherfucker for that question, boy.
I'm just saying.
Daddy, I'm selling pussy and cutting hair at the same time. God damn.
Hey, you know what? And that would be if my child ever got bold enough to say that to
The
me.
question with Stan is, if his two boys decide they want to start cutting hair, and they start not cutting hair, they start doing hair, and they start doing a Magic Mike while they doing hair.
I'm gonna say something to them. I'm gonna be like, nigga. No, wait, you know what?
And you probably ask the kid, could you come in and make you a couple of dollars part time?
No, nope, I'm not. I absolutely not. No. Now, if they told me well, you know what? I might come in and scoop up half. That's a lot of women. That's a lot of women.
A mess.
I ain't gonna do nothing. I'll be old at that point. I'm just scooping half. You're getting an eyeful. You know what I'm saying?
Like somebody out barbershop.
Yeah, like Central Entertainer on Barbershop. That's what I'm gonna be. That's what I'm gonna be. Hey, no full well, I ain't doing shit. I'll be back in the corner talking shit.
You're gonna be like Cowboy used to be over there at Brown Barbershop.
Yeah.
Supposed to be shining shoes. I ain't never seen him shine a shoe a day in my life.
Hey, but fuck with him on that checkerboard though.
Yeah, now he'll get you on the checkerboard.
King.
Fuck with him on that checkerboard.
King, man.
I done seen a nigga clean a nigga couldn't even get a haircut. I think got too fuck with Cowboy.
I think everybody knew who Cowboy. But you know who Cowboy was, didn't you?
It sound like Brown Barbershop had too many niggas in there I didn't too much care for real, to a point. I used to get my hair cut down there with my cousin Boone and old Chester Wells.
What, down in Oak City?
This is over there on the west, across from Westfield and stuff.
I know you talking about in the little brown building.
Yeah, over there, on the other side of Washington Square and all that. It was a little spot. It's like a laundromat and everything now, but we used to be down there, man. Check was shit, we can guarantee Check will be there about 7 o'clock in the morning cutting. We still had the rest of our Saturday. My cousin Boone was there too. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the ones I talked about. They take an hour and he got to go outside, smoke a joint, drink a beer, come in, cut half of your hair, then jank,
What
talk
his
shit about
name? What his
everything.
name, Buck?
My cousin Boone, he I think he married the old girl from Smiley Realty or something like that.
Not really.
Oh yeah, you talking about they're my ex-husband brother.
Well, damn.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
You ain't
Wow.
lying. You ain't lying. He got to stop, smoke a blunt, come back, drink a
Yeah.
beer. That
The nigga,
boom.
I mean, he
Hey,
cold
Clint
with the
Green used to
Clippers.
do the same thing. So his wife would come in and in the middle of somebody's head, she'll come in and say, "Hey, your breakfast ready." And that
Hey,
just
don't
like,
do Clee Green like that. Don't do Clee Green like that. Don't do Clee Green like that.
am I lying? Am I lying? Am I lying?
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Don't do Clee. Hey, I done ate too much. I done ate too much food. I done ate too much food over there. I done ate too much food over there.
He gonna cut them clippers off in the middle of your
I
head.
have 3 enchiladas, man.
Come on,
Oh
all
yeah.
right.
All right,
Thank you, Doc.
mild enchilada. Oh, but yeah, you ain't lying now. He will. He might finish up your head if he almost finished.
Now he ain't gonna finish up. He gonna cut off as soon as she come out there and say, your breakfast ready. He gonna go. I'll be right back.
He was over there on the in Alberta, right?
Yeah, he's out
Yep.
there.
Yeah, they got the bridge or something named after him over
Yeah,
there.
5 in the morning. And he wasn't gonna cut the light on till 7.
Right. Hey, because you got to get situated. You got to get situated.
Yeah, he got a lot of folks out over there, man. He got, like I said, that bridge over there in Alberta named after him, man.
Yes, yep. And he used to cut at Brown's barbershop. It was him, Jack Cooper. Jack Cooper daughter used to be married to Cornelius Bennett.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So
I know y'all got some cold background and all.
Right.
Ain't damn stand, boy. Yeah. Man, I'm not gonna shake that shit, boy. I'm gonna have to think about that one for a minute.
Hey, your dog, the next time you see your dog, you just gonna be looking at her. What you been doing here lately?
Out of every damn thing I taught your ass, that's what the fuck you come back with?
Exactly. 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 Like now. Hey, what Kevin Hart said, will you look at this? Will you look? Check this shit out. Look at this. Look at this. Will you look at
Ain't that a bitch? That boy, I tell you the truth. Don't worry, Stan, man.
He gonna send all the business y'all way. So when y'all get to cutting hair.
I mean, just think about it, bro. What the hell do you tell your homeboy? Especially I got niggas that's in Atlanta. Hey, man, my daughter cut. No, man.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, I said Peg and Matt.
Shit, my daughter cut hair, man, but you know.
Yeah, but nah, bro. Like I'm gonna tell you, if son, I'm gonna tell you a story like that. It was the funniest shit I heard up until I thought about it. Like my daddy used to work in Brookwood at the coal mine. So it'd be sometimes where he'll leave the coal mine, he'll be working, middle shift or whatever, get off at 10, 11 o'clock at night. And he'll go to Bessemer and go to the strip club in Bessemer. Well, I think it was like the Brass Monkey or the Gold Monkey or something back in the day, way back when.
Brass Key.
He went in there, the Brad Key was a club.
Yeah, I finna say Brad Key was a club.
But he went in there one night and seen my cousin dancing. I said, well, Daddy, what you do? I said, what you do? He said, shit, I gotta get some girls and bring some girls over.
Wow.
But I don't know if I could have been that cool. I'd be like, baby. I had to get up and leave. I said, shit, I didn't pay my money to get in now here. She ain't finna fuck up my night. I was like, all right, then, Pop. Shit, I couldn't have been that cool though. Like I couldn't have been that cool.
Bro, I thought about it as much as we were going to clubs and stuff then. I said, damn man, the older and older nigga get, you gotta think about it. You might walk into one of these fucking clubs in Atlanta and literally, damn, that could be my goddaughter or my fucking niece. You know what I'm saying? In that bitch and shit. And it's like, at what point, what would you do? You know what I'm saying? If that was you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
Right.
I really, that would, I don't know, man. That shit, that'll do something to me, man. Like, damn it, girl.
Like for real. That's why the only club I go to now is a strip club because that's the only way I know it'll be dudes my age there. Because what you don't want to be is that old nigga in the club.
I ain't talking about going to the club. I'm talking about going to the strip clubs and
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. That's the only club I
Yeah.
go to now. So if I see you there, you suck. I'm just there. We just there.
Man.
But I hate feeling like that. Like I'm gonna tell you, it was funny. I went to Five and Below yesterday, and some family was walking out. So I held the door as they was walking out before I walked in. And the dude that was with the family, he said, "Appreciate that old school."
Oh
I felt
God.
some kind of way. I felt some kind of way, nigga, I felt some kind of way, bro. I went. I got it. When I left out the stove, I went and looked in my rearview mirror in my car. I was like, "Fuck." They say appreciate that old school. I was like, God damn, has it come to this? Is this what it is? Like what the fuck?
Yeah. Niggas think that shit respect to say, oh, what's up, OG? Bitch, I ain't old. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like some niggas in denial.
Right. Hey, look. Hey, it's like I appreciate the respect, but motherfucker, fuck you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, what 2 Chainz said? But what 2 Chainz said? I'm old enough to fuck your auntie, but young enough to fuck your sister.
Facts.
That was 2 Chainz said.
But
They
you know,
might have.
they don't do that to the ladies. They don't
They
be
do
like
it with the auntie shit.
old
You
lady.
know what I'm saying? Some of them
They
don't like the
do
auntie
something.
phrase because of that too.
Say
You
that
know.
again.
Oh no, women don't get that because you just say yes ma'am to a woman. And you know what, for real, some women feel some kind of way about that. If a little dude say yes ma'am, and some women feel some kind of way about that.
I know I
True.
do when a nigga
I
said to
do.
me.
I like that.
I do.
Why you don't like nobody saying yes ma'am to you?
Especially on nigga.
I
Like,
don't
nigga,
know. Yeah, I don't like when the little boys. Yes, ma'am. Make me feel old.
And it's just out of respect, you know what I'm saying? But I can see that, you know. I don't think men mind being told yes sir for real because there's so many other ways we've been disrespected. Like motherfucker be like, yeah, or whatever. You like, nigga, it's yes sir, bitch ass nigga. Don't make me smack the shit out of you with yes sir.
right. Nigga ain't never satisfied.
You know, but it's that, you know, I get it. I guess it just depends. Thank you.
It's just you know what, the whole saying yes sir and all that doesn't bother me as much as long as I can tell your tone. Because there's a difference between saying, what or what. There's a difference in your tone. But I hate for like working with small children. I hate for a little child when I call their names and then say what. I hate that aggravates the shit out of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you on that, man.
Because it be their tone. It's like little niggas got attitude these days. Like, bro, you 3, you 4. You got attitude.
It will talk to you in that manner. I
I
don't
got
like, yeah.
man. I got
Like, for real.
man, Peg and Mac, because y'all work with children. And I know that I feel like I'm all right with kids, but when they get big, man, I'm from the old school. I'm kind of like Bernie Mac. Like, I'm here to two shots to the throat kind of person. I
I
should
think
have.
legal that.
That's why
I
I
think
decided not to be a school teacher. My dad was a school teacher. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. When I came up, teachers had a strap.
It's many kids that got mouths on them because their parents think that stuff funny when they do it. And then they go to school and do it. And teachers be trying to, talk to them. Like, don't do stuff like that. I'm not that particular person. See, I should have, like, last year we went to a football game and all the little kids jumping over my done feet and everything. And I said, the next one jump over my feet, I'm shooting half
Wait
off.
a minute now. Well, Lady T, hold up,
I'm
hold up,
just,
hold
I
up.
see Lady T got her wine in the back.
She leaving the door open. She got a popsicle. Hold
It's
Wait a
about
minute.
to go down tonight.
up. Oh,
Wait a minute.
she got the robo. It's 10:04, so she trying to tell you, hey, 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 hey.
She's trying to tell you bedroom boom.
Just
Bedroom
shut it
boom.
down. Trying to shut it down.
Like to do it TJ Maxx and flick the lights on and off.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so,
Customers, you have 5 minutes.
but it is 5 out of 10.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody got their
Put
you know,
on your red dress.
Make
If it's
you
your
sit
first
on your gray road.
sip
Mike,
on
man,
your
you
wine.
ain't got to explain. You ain't got to justify yourself, Mike. Man, forget your Mike, man. You whole all the way, man. You ain't got to
Put
justify
on
yourself.
it. Just go snatch that cord at the wall and be done.
Right. Just cut the whole power strip off. Just shut everything off at one time.
Exactly.
Hey, throw up that little sign. We are
Now it's time to say goodbye.
to all my niggas.
Right.
Matt. Hold on,
Uh-huh.
before we go. Where did that come from?
With the Mickey Mouse Club.
Say goodbye.
You know, some of them, all my Negro friends. Who added that? Was it Fred Sanford or somebody like that? Because I've
It probably,
known that for years, and I do not know where it came from.
I can't remember either. Uh-huh. Well, the door
Yep.
left open, so the oven got to close.
I was all hearts and minds clear.
There you
Right.
go. There you go. There you go.
it is Sunday.
Anybody got any closing remarks? Ain't anybody got any
You
closing remarks?
say that I'm crazy.
Okay.
Any announcements? Any announcements before we wrap this thing up?
Announcements. Need an A off announcement.
Yeah.
Buck Dollar, you got any announcements you want to give us, man? What you got going on?
Any guests in the building?
Is Buck still
Your business stand up.
Time for the benediction. Diction.
What the hell for that? You going to hell for that? You said benediction.
Stan J, you got something you want to say before we leave, man?
Oh shit. Oh, hold on. I gotta catch my breath. Y'all making me laugh.
Peg, you got anything you want to say?
Nah, baby, I'm good.
Got a freaking little fool.
I'm scared to have a long comment because folks may get mad.
Pump somebody. Pump somebody.
Hey, I'm gonna hit y'all with a Russell Simmons.
Again,
Hit y'all with a Russell Simmons. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Straight coming out. Good night.
Night, everybody.
Right.
we'll see
Uh-oh.
you here on Tuesday. T-Town 411 report. Y'all please have
And let the man
Hey.
plug it. Let the man plug it.
got a little signing in. Y'all have a good night. Yeah. Good night.
You too.
Oh, he will. Don't worry about that. Yeah, quick he got off.
Tasha snatch that cord out the wall.
Hey, he usually tell Mello bye.
Tasha, shit, get your ass off. Okay.
Y'all
All right. Y'all have a good one.
All right, there y'all.
Bye.
Fred, I'm too hot for this shit.
No, my hand was choking.
Oh, yes. I was killing myself. Oh, shit. Cool, Fred. I'm going to have to talk to Judy for a hot minute. I'm going to call you because I got to tell you about Princess got the
Ah, you forgot to record it. Bye.
All right.